Hi, I'm Viola Grace and welcome to today's segment on field-based learning. The world of education is taking another step towards better learning environments. Field-based learning is an approach that may seem all too obvious. In field-based learning, teaching is extended to a site outside of the classroom or laboratory, exposing students to real-world settings. Students learn through direct interaction and with an environment that reflects taught concepts rather than learning through indirect presentations of the settings such as textbooks or lectures. Field-based learning may serve a diverse range of teaching aims and goals as students are provided with a perspective of materials, objects, or phenomena that are not accessible in or fully appreciated through other settings. Our team visited Englewood Elementary School's student garden to see just what field-based learning is about.
Kids are so interested. They don't know where vegetables come from. They don't know where carrots come from. They don't know what sweet corn looks like. When they see it grow, then they learn about it.
I mean, even in the mornings when parents are walking them to class, they love to come and show off their plot. Hey, if you have an expertise, certainly let your area schools know, because just as the Lemon Bay Garden Club and area volunteers, they had interest, they had expertise, they brought it to our attention, and we created that community partnership that has just flourished and now grown even beyond our EES community garden. We have students now that are painting the mural on the side of the school for the garden. We have the butterfly garden, of course our outdoor reading center, and all this started from a spark and an idea of a volunteer coming to school and saying, hey, this is an idea I have, what do you think? And so all those volunteers out there with those ideas, stop by your community school, because great things can happen.
The students' opportunities aren't limited to experiences on school grounds. Older students may be permitted to go to an off-campus site for their field-based experience, depending on the content needed to be taught. Field-based learning is generally chosen because the experience provides an opportunity to present materials, objects, or phenomena that is not accessible otherwise to students in a way that enables direct contact and interaction. It could provide students with an opportunity to practice skills or techniques that cannot be carried out elsewhere, stimulates higher understanding and reinforcement of previously learned classroom material, and stimulates an appreciation for concern or valuing of the visited environment. As you can imagine, when teaching field studies, the educator must take time to prepare students and plan the experience. Here are some tips for those who are interested in field-based opportunities for their students. These are some tips from the experts at Queen's University. Prepare. Establish the basic narrative descriptive elements of the material to be studied on the field study before the trip takes place. This might be accompanied in the form of a lecture in class or via a handout distributed beforehand. In addition, point the students towards any useful websites. This strategy gives you the advantage of working in an analytical mode while you are on the field study site, rather than being limited to describing to the students what they are seeing. Awareness. Teach and foster a self-conscious awareness of the site. Engage. Encourage students to ask questions of guides, to interact with the site and its environment, or chat with other visitors. Meta-learning. Have students think about how what they've experienced at the site complicates or contradicts what they have read or discussed in class. Build upon. Leave time for discussion on the site while the issues are fresh. Always follow up field studies with a discussion in class once students have time to meditate on their experiences. Illustrate. Try where it is useful to find new or slightly oblique ways to teach concepts. Assess. Set assignments on what students learn on field studies. This will ensure students pay careful attention to what they experience. Now let's talk about some possible disadvantages of field-based learning. Time is always a problem. When you have students who are constantly on the move, we have PE, lunch, break or snack time. If you change classes, you have that time taken out of your day. If you are in a secondary education or middle school, you may have to switch classes and you only have between 45 minutes and an hour and 15 minutes with your students. So being able to load buses and actually go off campus to these sites could be a potential problem. You also have to think about the role of the student. Students are used to being told what to do. They're used to having a manual laid out in front of them. They don't understand how to move on about their learning process without someone telling them what to do. So you have to get the students back into that role of being able to explore and learn new things and ask questions. Then you have the role of the teacher. We teachers tend to be more oriented toward bookwork, worksheets, and those are things of the past. We need to rearrange our thoughts and the way we teach and get out there and have our students in the field. Simply put, field-based learning extends the walls of the classroom. Students learn from direct experiences such as internships, service learning, practicum, and experiential learning in their major field of study.